Hello and welcome to IB Times preview of the Uefa Champions League final this year between Barcelona and Juventus. I'm joined by IB Times sports reporters Nick Howson and Eduardo Fernandez Abascal. Guys, we're looking at a match between two winners of their respective leagues, two form teams that are both tracing trebles, though is it fair to say that going into this, Barcelona will be the favourites?
Yeah, absolutely, even though we've seen Juventus see off the holders in Real Madrid quite impressively actually and quite comfortably over two legs. Yeah, no, Barcelona are certainly the favourites. They've been fantastic, and obviously the manner in which they dismissed Bayern Munich certainly suggests that they go into this game as massive favourites.
Yeah, definitely. I think Barcelona with Messi at his best is the main favourite by Juventus. So that says a lot from Juventus because they did a really good to knock out Real Madrid, but still Barcelona are the big favourites.
If that's the case, then how do we expect this the game to be approached by both sides? You'd surely expect Barcelona are going to launch their explosive attack. Is it a cliche to say that it'll be the tireless work ethic and defensive solidity of Juventus that will be key to ensuring any chance of success in this final?
I think that their defensive solidity is actually a prerequisite. I think that's going to be a given anyway. I think actually the key is probably how Juventus use the ball when they get it. Against Real Madrid, particularly on the break, they're actually really effective. Use the ball really well. Keep the other team from basically attacking you and giving yourselves a bit of rest. And that sounds quite simplistic, but it's quite key to the game. And Juventus have done that quite well throughout their run. They've played very much the role of the underdog, I think, almost the whole way through. Barcelona's attacking trio, they're going to create chances. Barcelona are probably almost certainly going to score at least one goal.
I think this Barcelona trio make the team more dangerous up front, but at the same time, this team I think have more weakness than the Guardiola side. Guardiola side had Xavi in the control of the midfield, and when you have Xavi, you have the control of the ball almost for 70%. And this Barcelona are more crazy, like they play more open, some problems in the back line. It's actually the same backline that last season were knocked out by Atletico Madrid in the quarterfinals. I think Juventus have to accept that Barcelona are stronger than them, try to not make many mistakes, and try to take their chances up front.
Who do we tip to shine on the occasion with Barcelona? I guess it's almost take your pick. You mentioned the attacking trio, Messi, Neymar and Suarez, but is there perhaps a bit of an underestimation of some of these Juventus players?
Absolutely. I mean, if we look quickly at Barcelona, I mean, it's we've had Neymar's had his home World Cup. Lionel Messi's been here before, so I think it could well be all about Luis Suarez. It's kind of a stage that he, for so many years at Liverpool, was talking about wanting. As for Juventus, I think you alluded to Paul Pogba. I think he needs a match. He needs to take a grip on a game. Even if Juventus end up losing, he needs to put a grip on a game against a proper team. In that midfielder, say, Iniesta may not play, but a midfielder sort of Iniesta, Rakitic and Sergio Busquets or whoever ends up, and obviously we could see Xavi as well at some point.
Rakitic, I think, is very important because his adaptation to Barcelona has been unbelievable. He used to play as the number 10 at Sevilla, and here he's playing in the midfield in a deeper role. He's really good now, deciding when he has to stop the counter-attack with a tactic fault or whatever, and I think he has much to say in the final.
So, final predictions for the match?
Barcelona obviously overwhelming favourites. There's much more. Eduardo alluded to it. Although they've got more fallibility about them than the Pep Guardiola team, hopefully, if Barcelona prevail, then it's going to be entertaining. Juventus are going to have to keep it tight, and they may even need extra time and penalties if they've got any realistic expectations of prevailing in this game.
Everything is going to depend on Messi. If Messi wants to win the game, Messi wins, and he can do it in a final, in the Champions League final, to prove again that he is the best in the world again.
Well, for all our coverage of the Champions League final, go to our website, ibtimes.co.uk.